Hello everyone, this is Gaurango. Today in this video I talk about weld joint category as per Asme section 8 division 1 UW-3. Manufacturing of a pressure vessel is a precision job and weld joint category is an important aspect of pressure vessel fabrication. In weld joint category classification is done on the basis of joint strength. In this classification, weaker joint has given more concentration and it is included in high weld joint category. That means if the weld joint is high stressful, then you have to list it in high weld joint category. There are four weld joint category. They are weld joint category A, B, C and D. If before going to the weld joint category, you need to know about the basic knowledge. That means you have to know the longitudinal weld joint, you have to know the circumferential weld joint, and there are many more. Why you need to weld or why the welding is required in the manufacturing of pressure vessel? Actually, pressure vessel fabrication in a single sheet is not possible. Even it is costlier also. So you need to cut the sheet and fabricate by the accordingly. That means welding is necessary to join the sheets or join the plate. During the manufacturing of pressure vessel, if any mistake occurs, then it will lead a big problem to the end user as well as the manufacturer. So you have to take care about the during the manufacturing of pressure vessel. So in this concern, you need to look out the welding or take care the welding joint, and there are different types of welding joint as described in the Asme section 8 division 1. I will show you which are the longitudinal joint and which are the circumferential joint and what are their category one by one. And before this, I want to mention one thing, that is in this longitudinal seam and circumferential seam, more stressful joint is circumferential seam, and it is approx 2 times of the longitudinal stress, and circumferential stress acting along the longitudinal seam. So if pressure vessel will blast, then it break along the longitudinal seam. So more stressful joint is circumferential, but it acting along the longitudinal seam. So here the more our concentration is on the longitudinal seam. That is, longitudinal seam will be included in high weld joint category. Then comes to the circumferential seam. and I will show in a paper how the classifications of weld joint category are done. This is a schematic diagram of a pressure vessel and showing the different seam here. This is a longitudinal seam, or we can call it L seam. Here I write here L seam, and this L seam fall under the weld joint category A, and this is a circumferential seam, also called C seam, and these fall under the weld category of B. Here encircle by B and showing the this seam. This is a circumferential seam, this is a longitudinal seam, and this is the cell to cell joint, and this also comes under the circumferential seam, that is weld joint category B. And here is a nozzle to cell welding, and nozzle to cell weld joint under the category of B, and nozzle to flange joint fall under the category of C weld joint category, and this is a flange to nozzle welding, flange to nozzle welding joint fall under the category of C, and cell to nozzle weld joint category fall under B. And here all joint are showing, and which is L, like this is also a L seam and fall under the category L. Now I will show you the cell to descent, and this is a hemispherical descent, or we can call it head also, and I show you here also. And if the descent or head is a hemispherical head, then cell to descent joint comes under the category A. Otherwise, if the descent is ellipsoidal or toruspherical head, then this this circumferential seam comes under the category of B, not A. It comes under category A only when if the descent or head is hemispherical. Otherwise, this joint will fall under the category of B. You can find this table also. Here the maximum reinforcement are given here for category B and C, and then less than 2.4 mm nominal thickness and 2.5 mm reinforcement is maximum allowable, and for other category 0.8 mm reinforcement is allowable, and there are all the thickness given here, and against these reinforcement also given. You can find this page in Asme section 8 division 1 UW-3. I will show this figure in job also. Let's see.